Right? But it needs straps.
So do you guys feel like now that you can stream your creative work, like does that kind of offset like the pressure of like having to, Hunter's talked about in the past, like when he used to be an artist, he would work endlessly for 3 weeks straight and then just be like burnt out for 3 weeks. Do you guys feel like being a streamer and having that creative support like has helped kind of offset that pressure?
That's actually, I feel like the streaming, when it comes to getting burnt out, that's actually it's what's scary about Twitch, because I've had to adjust the way I work because of streaming.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of helped in a sense, but always it's just like this weird balance, because I was used to working at alone in my studio by myself. I could take as long as I wanted, and I would get distracted easily. I would paint for like 20 minutes and then I'm like, come take a break for a little.
But you were only responsible for yourself and your work. That was it.
And then if I got burnt out, because it was normal for me, I would like, there were periods where I think it would I don't know, it would feel like my creativity is building up, and then I'd have periods of like a few months where I would just like be working, and then I'd have like a few periods where a few months that I was downtime. And I had to, when I first started streaming, I had to like learn to balance that, and I also learned that people get bored easily. So a painting that normally I would spend months on, people are like, if you spend more than like 5 days on a painting, people are like, oh my god, you're still working on that. And I'm like, it's been 5 days. Like, do you have any?
It's been 5 days, dude.
They're like, you are spending forever on this, and I'm like, I'm getting annoyed.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's what. So I learned to like, okay, well then I'm gonna do smaller, and I like kind of adjusted. It kind of helped because I was trying to still keep my true to myself, but also try and please the audience, because people are impatient. And actually, there was a period where I was just like busting. I was doing like 4 paintings in one stream because I was like, fine, you want 5 paintings? I was like,
you want variety?
Yeah,
and give you variety.
Helped because it loosened me up a lot, and I did a lot of like fast.
Okay, that's cool. And I have seen some people do that to great success for the same reasons, where it's like, I'm gonna do a lot of studies. We're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna do 5-minute, 10-minute things. Just mixes it up and keeps it fresh for the audience, even if it's not the thing that you want to do, but it still works, right?
It's like this play between like, I don't know, like adjusting what you're doing to work with the stream. I don't know. It's different, but it's been helpful because I feel like it made me paint more often and have a steady schedule, especially with self-motivation and all that kind of stuff. It's hard when you have nobody to count. You're not accountable except for yourself. But with streams, sometimes people are like,
do you feel like it works in tandem with when people are asking about inspiration and stuff? That one of my favorite ones that I can never remember the exact quote or who said it was, this is great, was I just love my memory, is that my inspiration comes exactly at 9 a.m. every morning. Because that's the schedule that he has. It had nothing to do with waiting for inspiration. So since you stream on somewhat of a fixed schedule, even though most of us have a little bit of fluidity there, at least a little bit, how does that impact your creative juices and the flow to your creativity and actually producing the work?
It's me, because
yours is different because I am in a so for me, I can go quick because I have a different type of creation, right? A different type of art. I actually have had this argument with many people because I always don't feel like it's art. I understand part of that is imposter syndrome, but a lot of sewing is following directions, right? And the creativity comes from saying, like, instead of this bag being in black with like white things, like thinking about it and trying to figure out how you're going to do it and how you're going to make it. And for me, like that quote's hilarious. Like my motivation comes at 9 a.m. every morning.
Yeah.
So there have been times where it's like, so I moved 2 hours west, but I kept my schedule, which has been a struggle, because now I stream at 10 a.m. instead of noon. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
that's what happened inside too.
It makes me, it makes, oh my God. And then I got to put on makeup. It's like, oh, what have I done? what have I done? But I feel like I streamed for 2.5 years from noon to 3 during the daytime, and if nothing else, I want to make it longer, not shorter. Like I don't want to move it around. So I might start just putting the first half hour being makeup application and the next sewing. But
it's interesting.
I know, but
I completely agree.
Bronze does it. It's great.
Yeah.
I have thought about it. I've done one makeup stream before and I have considered it, but for it's maybe. But in terms of motivation, I have to have it's a give and take, right? Because Chip needs motivation to paint, but Chip needs paint that he has and a canvas. I could just start sewing something, but I need to plan out what pattern I'm going to use. Gosh, is all the pieces cut? Do I have to, is the pattern cut out? Do I have that pattern? Do I have all the fabric I need? Do I have all the zippers and buttons and, knickknacks? And I have this material need that I have to pre-prep for every stream I do that is sometimes overwhelming. And I have a community that I expect, and it's not a whole really, it's like a vocal minority, and it's not a bad thing, but who expect me to stream creative when I advertise I'm streaming creative. So if I say, I know I'm doing 12 to 3 today, but I'm going to just game, people will not riot, but there will be a certain percentage of people who are understandably unhappy. That's not what I said I was going to do. So
yeah.
But at the same time, motivation, if I don't have all of my stuff to sew, I can be like, hey, let me just sew a triangle. We could just do that. Yeah. Like I could sew something, right? But I can't sew something that's actually a thing. So I have limitations in pre-planning that I have to do. Like I plan out my month in advance at the end of every month.
Chip, I saw your face. You were like,
okay, so you have to understand too, I'm a stay-at-home mom right now. But before that, I was a senior project manager for a major cable company that whenever I hear people complaining about their internet, I'm like, I'm really sorry. That might be my fault. Because I was responsible for getting every cable modem online in the country for insert large cable company name here. It's not Comcast.
I remember you telling me about that.
So I worked I'm a PMP certified. My entire life is project management. People laugh at me because I'm going to Dragon Con at the end of next month. My cosplay schedule, I have it's scheduled out per day. I know when I'm wearing each costume. And I also have a project plan for creation of it, like of the 4 costumes I'm making. It's a Gantt chart.
Goodness.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So
that's how I do it. I have a lot of pre-planning. So
compared to that, my pre-planning was, I had to make sure I had canvases prepared, which was simple. I would have that planned out. And then, so I just do a bunch of them and have them. And then literally almost every time I ever streamed, especially when because it's been a while since I've done acrylic, but when I was doing acrylic, I would literally 30 minutes before I was supposed to stream, I had no idea what I was doing. I have a collection of images that I've been saving throughout the years, and I just scroll through and be like, oh, right, we're just gonna do this one. And I use that as a reference, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just on stream, like, oh yeah, and that's how all of my things. So yeah, I'm very unorganized and I don't plan, and I'm a huge procrastinator. So it was easy for me, with painting, it was easy to just but if I wasn't feeling it, that's a whole nother thing. Like you said, if you're not motivated, what do you do? Because you have a whole audience expecting to see creative, and then they get upset. That's what I've slowly been realizing how to balance the two and get my community used to, because I'm in control of my stream, but slowly showing them, okay, I want to play some games.
So how are you doing that?
Yes, please.
The way I did it was a little bit drop it in, just oh, okay, well, one day we're gonna just play a little bit of games, okay, just for today, and then we'll go back. And over the years, I've just started increasing the games, and then. So is it like cat food and dog food, where when you change out the food, you have to 10% in. Yeah, because it
let them eat it a little.
Only did, and obviously people get upset. When are you doing art? And people still will come in. But I'm you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I'm not motivated. I don't feel like painting right now. I'm gonna do this. And when I'm ready, I will. And I still will randomly do stuff, but it's just kind of So
where does
I think you have to slowly introduce them to something.